Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Dr. Hanis Suhaila binti Muhammad Zain. Today, our group will present for subject Beng 3013 Electric and Electronic Practice. My name is Nurashika binti Azizi B06191004 and my other member is Nur Farhana binti Saidun, Nur Fazira binti Muslimin, Nur Syafika Najwa binti Amir, Nur Hazira Izza binti Nordin and Muhammad Kamil Fazlin bin Mashor. We are from group 6 and next I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Farhana binti Saidun. My part is introduction. Electricity is defined as the utilization of relatively large currents of electrical energy to perform useful activities. The operation of an electric generator is based on the interaction between magnetism and electricity. Next is electronics. Electronics is defined as the disciplines of technology or science concerned with the use of components to regulate the flow of electricity. Electronic devices are devices that regulate the flow of electrons for the purpose of accomplishing a certain activities. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Kamil Fazlin bin Masur Alliance Nasir. My part is objective. The first objective is to identify the difference between electrical and electronic device with a good example. Second objective, to determine the DC power supply and AC power supply with the example of electronic device. The third objective is to provide a good solutions to avoid the technical problem in circuit. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Syafika Najwa binti Amir. So next, I will explain about the data collection in this assignment, which is the difference between electrical and electronic devices. Firstly, the definition, electrical devices is the device that will produce and power by electricity, while the electronic devices is the device which controls the flow of electrons for performing the task. Secondly, the material for electrical devices is metal like copper and aluminium. Meanwhile, for electronic devices is semiconductor material like silicon and germanium. Thirdly, the operating of this device for electrical is it's transformed into various forms of energy such as sound, heat, light and motion. But for electronic devices, it's use various electronic equipment to design, magnify and switch the electrical energy. Next, the voltage usage for electrical is high voltage and use more power consumption, so it's based on AC, while the electronic devices has low voltage and low power consumption, so their current function is based on DC. Next, the use of electrical devices is for doing mechanical work and have more hazardous because of these devices are big and take up a lot of space to process more data. Meanwhile, the use of electronic devices is for amplifying a weak signal or decoding the information. Next, the example of electrical devices is transformer, motor, generator and wires, and for electronic devices is transistor, diode, microprocessor, flip-flop and amplifier. From this we can see that both electrical and electronic devices are require a flow of electron to operate, and both devices are use transformer to transmitting the voltage. That's all from me. Moving on to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nur Hazira Izza binti Nordin. I'm here to present my part, which is the electronic devices that use the direct current power supply and alternating current power supply. First of all, based on the picture in the slide, it shows the illustration that direct current has only one direction of flow, while alternating current depicts a charge flow that changes direction intermittently. Example of electronic devices that use direct current power supply: flashlights, cell phone, and laptops. DC power supply can be generated in a variety of methods, including first, using an alternating current generator with a commutator to generate direct current. Second, the use of rectifier devices, which is convert AC to DC. Third, the battery supplies direct current that is produced by a chemical response inside the battery. Direct current is utilized in any electronic devices that utilize a battery as a power source. Electronic circuit generally require a steady DC power supply or smooth DC power supply that has only a small fluctuation called ripple. Cells, batteries, and control power supplies provide robust direct current suitable for electronic circuit. Then, example of electronic devices that use alternating current power supply: washing machine, microwave, and a refrigerator. The flow of AC changes between positive and negative because electric current comes from this flow of electrons, which can move either in a positive upward or negative downward direction. This is known as a sinusoidal AC wave. This wave is caused when an alternator in a power plant creates AC power. The alternator creates AC power by twisting a loop of wire in a magnetic field. Alternating current waves are created when wires move to different regions of magnetic polarity. There are three normal types of alternating current, including sine wave, square wave, and triangular wave. The sine wave alternating current signal is the most generally used. In short, direct current and alternating current both have their abilities and disabilities, yet this implies there is a choice to pick the most ideal choice for a specific use or applications. Direct current is all the more broadly utilized for the electronic board itself and most different applications, while alternating current is generally utilized for power circulations, which is the reason fundamental attachment in our home or at work give alternating current to any power required. That's all from me. I pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nurashika binti Azizi, and next I want to present about factor happen a burning socket to a homes. Firstly, damaged circuit wireless insulations. Damaged or all circuit wireless insulations can cause a current to the neutral wires, producing an electrical surge. Damaged circuit wireless insulations can be negatively affected by a two parts. First, H and use, and second, neutral and nils. Damage to the circuit wireless insulations can cause the socket to burn out and a short circuit. When insulations become broken, the possibility of the short circuit increase because the hot wires may come into touch with the neutral wires. Short circuit causes by inadequate insulation. And second is the wiring of the tool is faulty. If the wiring of the instrument has been damaged, it gives some signal such as a dim light and some flickerings which indicate the wiring of the tool is faulty. Furthermore, a jet or a dark switch suggests the occurrence of incorrect wirings, and if the ceiling fixture is hot, the light is switched, the socket often emits a shock. More often it gives the signals that the wiring is faulty. Eventually, if all these signals are not addressed in advance, it will cause the socket to burn out quickly, as the signal that the wiring's damage is quickly severe. 3 is overheating can be one of the factors in the occurrence of burning socket. The use of unlimited extension cord must contribute to a burning socket. This can happen when the simultaneous use of the computer wires, televisions, home streets, and other equipment is connected to a single connection cable. This will produce more power load, causing the extensions not to support the existing load, but it's become more dangerous when users use all the extension sockets simultaneously with the high ampere device, such as water heater at ampere, rice cooker at ampere, iron 5 ampere, refrigerator 3 ampere, and portable air conditioning 5.5 ampere. Supposedly, the MCBC20 will trip due to overload. And the last one, all equipment. The last one is all equipment. Use of the all equipment that has the mesh cord and lost wiring. This can be an explosive socket because the all insulation used in this equipment has a modest electrical repair. The use of all socket is hazardous because it does not conform to water consumptions, materials quality, and safety regulations. Several electrical goods have not received a safety label from Malaysia's Standard and Industrial Research Institute (SIRIM). That's all for my part, and next I will pass to the next presenter.
My name is Nur Fazira binti Muslimin. We will present about the solution to avoid the technical problem. There are some methods to prevent home technical issues like burning sockets. Every user should be aware of their home's electrical safety, especially if they need to travel or go to their work. First method is users should make sure to use suitable wattage light bulbs. The light bulb with 100 watts cannot be inserted into the light bulb that only needs 60 watts. If the light bulbs accept maximum wattage, it will risk overloading the wiring. If users did not make sure how much the wattage for the light bulb, user can look at the information maximum wattage label on the inside of a lamp or light fixture. Second method is do not mix the water and the electricity. A user is prohibited from taking or unplugging the wire from the socket when an electrical appliance falls into the water. Also, users should not use wet hands to switch on, off, or install the wires on the socket to avoid the electric shock. Third method is make sure to use the correct size circuit breaker and fuse. Fuses and circuit breakers that do not have the appropriate size and voltage rating to match their circuit specifications, it will cause the fuse and circuit breaker fail to function accurately at the most needed time. Fourth method is users need to install grounded fault circuit interrupters (GFCIs) on each socket. The user can install a GFCI outlet to provide ground damage protection for himself and all devices downstream of the outlet location. The GFCI will turn off the power to the container immediately when GFCIs detect current leakage or ground damage in an electrical circuit. It is to prevent the electric shock and burn situations. Lastly, users should avoid cube taps and other outlet stretching devices. Some users argue that cube taps like small box and power strips or extensions allow users to install multiple appliances into one outlet. Actually, this method may also seem like a significant facility, but it can put it on a fast track of overload circuits, causing the wiring to overheat and even fire. Therefore, users need to do calculations before installing it. Know the maximum power demand used by the cube tap container and make sure to the collective pool power requirement of the device plugged into it does not exceed the rating required by the cube tap. In addition, users can also refer to an electrician to get more accurate information about the proper use of electrical appliances. That's all for my part. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
The diagram shows about drawing a simple circuits to explain how the problem happens and how to solve it. The first diagram circuit shows that the circuits have a problem, which is it have parts burning on the circuits. It happens due to the circuits have a problem such as old equipment, electrical wiring old and worn out, electrical circuits overloads, old appliances, and more. The second diagram circuit shows the solutions to the problems, and the best way circuits also safe to use. It have many solutions to this problem, such as renew the old wiring with a right circuits, do not plug many devices in one plug using extension codes, and more. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
In conclusion, electrical refers to the flow of electrons, while electronics refers to the technology of controlling the flow of electrons for a certain goal. In this study, we identified that damage to the insulation of the circuit's wires might result sockets burning out and short circuits. And overheating also might be a role in the incident of burning sockets. To solve these problems, there are various strategies for avoiding technological concerns such as burnt sockets. Firstly, the users should utilize appropriate voltage light bulbs. Second, be aware of the voltage of the light bulbs. And last is find the best location for the light bulbs. That's all presentation from our groups. Thank you for your time.